Welcome, everybody, to another fine edition of Miscellaneous Monday. We're going to have a Monarch Monday with all the dignity of royalty. But first, I'm gonna kind of slide this little audio thing up a bit. This is lower than I thought it would be. Cranking up to max volume is surprisingly low. Oh, it does a little thing when you slide the voices. I guess I'll crank it up to max, because I thought it was going to make more of a difference. Anyways, hi, this is Monarch Monday. We're going to be playing Yes, Your Grace. The story. A game with a really cool menu screen song. Like, I'm pretty into this already. It's been kind of looping as the waiting screen has been going, and that was pretty nice. But yeah, we're gonna take control of a royal family and lead them to prosperity or ruin. I'll work on something. Yeah, this is the origin story of Grace Thorson. No, Yes, Your Grace is a game of tough choices. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. Yes, Your Grace. We're going to unlock a world of royal intrigue, but first I must call him for him. Yes, approach the throne. It's time, Your Grace. I'd better put on the crown. Explore the rooms to find items of interest. I took the whole table with it. You can find your inventory in the lower left corner. Select an item to interact with it. Put it on me. It's getting a bit rusty. Wear it. You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or selecting the doors. Bye. It's the map of your castle. Click on the castle wall to go there. Okay. Your Grace. I love that dude's voice. I love these grunts. A deserter found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let them off, the rest may follow. However, our army as sparse as it is, we need every set of hands able to hold the sword, Your Grace. We're not gonna start off simple. There's no place for cowards under my banner. Kill. I will be nice, King, and pay for it later. With courage, we will defeat the enemy no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go and stand for Davin. Thank you, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. Yeah, so we're going to war. Put up a white flag. Surrender immediately. Is there a save function? No, it's probably better. Put up. I want to give up immediately. Are you sure you want to do this, Your Grace? Yes. We may not win this battle, but we will survive. What courage worth of all life is lost. Davin will be remembered. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday we will be victorious. Eric of Davin was wrong that night. The enemy forces butchered everyone in the castle, and Davin ceased to exist. All memories of the kingdom of Davin quickly vanished, and soon King Eric was nothing but a name that only birds chirped about for a while. There's only one moral to this story. Never give up, no matter the odds. Thanks, John Cena. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Alright, try again. Oh. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. It's gonna be the speed run. Even the least brave soldiers are are necessary now, for I am about to surrender. Let's give a kingly speech. A king's speech. Sons of Davin, my brothers, we stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you to fight for all you hold dear. For Davin! Darg! That's a cool shot. Alright, we've made it to the late game title card. One year earlier. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. You found me. Well done, Father. Come on now, Lucilia. It's not often that we can do this. I told you, I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lucilia, it's no way to speak to your father. Lucilia is a stick in the mud. Shut it, Azalea. We can see you from miles away. Oh, you know I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. Yeah, I do pay attention to prominent news. Oh, a crack in the pavement. We need to get it patched up one day. Watch me trip on it and die. Bad end. Okay. Got you. Shouldn't have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. So proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. I'm doing a one-woman show of an entire royal family. Hey, what's up? And here's the little one. No! I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. Wish you lost. Now official. Maybe next time, Sonani. I'm also here, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. Grevno, week 1. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. The Queen's officially petitioning me to speak to Lucilia, my daughter. I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's got into her recently. Maybe she'll open up a bit more to you. She's probably wandering about the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Unable to refuse. Yes, Dungeon Guard. Your Grace, I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. Thanks. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor makes a note about the encounter in your archives. You can see all the entries by clicking the archives button below. Thank you. Yes, peasant. Now, Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter's in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. Sure, I'll be nice king today. You can't have a marriage without the music and something to kill the thirst. The people love it. Oh yes, the thirst is the worst. We'll show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Haha. Bye. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. I'll invest. Make it the best inn around. Yay! Oh, we surely will. Thank you, Your Grace. I'm also here, Your Grace. I heard you were giving out shit. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night, unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you must send your men, check what happened, find those responsible. Tell me more. Who are they? Bright red heads, short but sharp fangs. Hundreds of them. Gleaming metal for their claws. You've never seen anything like this. Okay, my agent will check the village. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. Click on the rank flyer to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you'll need to see your family members before you can advance. I gotta go talk to my daughter. She's having one of them teenage moments. Oh, it was just a forest the whole time. I thought it was dudes. Dusty! Hold on. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Do you want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore? Why won't you talk to me? 'Cause you're the king. Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? I'll leave you to it. Sure. Dusty, how you doing? Excellent content. Man, that's a killer view. I'd love to live in a place like that. Not necessarily a castle, but you know. Who's still hanging out at the gardens? Azalea. Yes, Father? Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What's the matter with you two? You and Lorsulia used to be best friends. You mean, why is Lorsulia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying is all. Please stop fighting. Insulting your sister won't make the situation better. She'll just get more resentful as time goes by. But it's so hard! I'm sorry, Father. I won't do it again. But I love talking mad shit, Dad! Alright, Mr. Dungeon Man. Damn it, this is worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I describe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. Sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. The dungeons are a mess. I don't want to think what else is growing here. It's quite pretty, though. How can I help you, Grace? Nah, I'm just looking around. By all the gods, it could have been me. That could have been me. Your Grace, what do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here? Oh, wow. I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe? How dare you tell such falsehoods? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Yeah, I think I remember. Your Grace, I've been enlightened. I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a higher purpose now. Just maybe let me out? I hope you feel learned your lesson. You may leave. I'm gonna be a doormat. The gods have truly chosen me. I will go. I love this dude's voice. Gods have truly chosen me. I will go to spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. This place is a hazard anyways. I don't want you to die. We'll lock you up when the prisons are fixed. Flood damages. The recent rainy weather damaged our pantry roof and dungeon. Should repair these damages when possible. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Yeah, that's good. Let us go on. Oh yeah, okay. Weekly summary screen. Here you'll be able to see your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, simply click the button with the upgrade name and you'll see the cost added to the summary. Room supplies penalty to the treasury. $2 gold per week. We could just spend everything and fix everything. And then start generating gold. What could go wrong? We got no more money, though. Sorry, everybody's gonna be really mad at us. Oh boy. We got a long line of people. Alright, General, what do you got? Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth. A crest of Rodovia? I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, it seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me, whose banner are you wearing? Is it true that you're from Rodovia? Your man is right. Rodovia is my home. And soon yours too, ha! Why are you here? What were you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One man might call it plunder, I would call it hard work. Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We have free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. I've heard enough. It's a good thing we freed up some space in the dungeon. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands, plundering and killing innocent men. There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. Home in the dungeon. You will rot in a cell. Don't want to let me go, but you don't have the guts to kill. My friends will gladly hear about your cowardly decisions. I need to see Aurelia about this. Yes, Audrey? What do you make of this, Audrey? Rodovians? Here? How would they get to the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? That's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends, see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Thanks, buddy. Feathers? These pigeons always bring so much mess into the throne room. Oh, sorry, Mr. Banker. I was just looking at the feathers. I'm here representing Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. I hear that your treasury has seen better times. Well, I'm here to help. How's this work? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies, instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies, depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt. Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Last thing to note, we only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid, and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. Sounds great. We can offer 50 gold repayable over 5 weeks. The first loan is free of charge. I'll take it. Perfect. Anything else, Your Grace? I'm sure I won't regret this decision. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. Bye. Larsulia. I bring news, Father. Azalea sneaked out at night last week. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and a little tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sedani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Thick? Don't speak ill of your sister. What got into you, Larsulia? Azalea sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? Ooh, I funded that wedding. I'd better talk to Azalea about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Foreshadowing. Yes, peasant. Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still he is my son. I ask you to help find him, Your Grace. Is there any chance you could do so? We'll get our general on it. He will ask around and see if he can track your son down. I hope he is still in one piece. You have my thanks, Your Grace. Lord Etten. My name is Etten, the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter and expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked them down and I know where they're keeping her. I planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, Your Grace. I don't think there's enough generals. Aw, shit. I already have one looking for another guy. Sure. It's better to play it safe. Let's not give them a reason to harm your daughter. Yes, their safety is the most important thing. Thank you, Your Grace. I will let you know how it goes. Bye. Pietro, my friend. My clown. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. See ya. Ugh, I'm done. Shield Pillar Kingdom is up. It was forged by the famous blacksmiths from Grevno. This chandelier is so old and rusty, I hope it doesn't drop on my head. But we're not gonna think about that. The river brings a lot of wildlife to the area. I enjoy the sounds of birds chirping away each morning. These swords look quite sharp, but they are about 1,000 years old. Azalea, baby. Yes, father? There was a wedding in the village. I heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent to help them out, it definitely was. How do you know this? Sounds as if they had the honor of a royal guest. No, of course not. I've heard what people say is all. Come on now, I know about the wedding. Larcelia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course, Sidani. Sidani. Heavy is the crown, Azalea. Crowned? Crown. I'm worried about you. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry. Nothing will happen. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, Father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. So you said you got drunk? That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Ugh, Larcelia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you'll make her marry some fat dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. Why are you all so tall? Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact she's just infuriating. It doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You're confined to the castle. You'll not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to be doing inside these God-forsaken walls? Ah, stupid Larcelia. I'll teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. And the threats. I better talk to Larcelia. Your sister said snitches get stitches. I just wanted to pass that message along. I just wanted to say hi to Dusty. Oh, it's you. Azalea told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. Oh, and why is that? You won't have to marry a stranger. Tradition says a girl your age needs a husband. I promise you won't have to marry a stranger. You'll make sure you know the prince, but well before the wedding. Time will show. Dusty! It's been a week, buddy. Swords. Generals and hunters sometimes come here to practice swordsmanship. Grab some wood, all that good stuff. The bedchamber. I must talk to my smoking hot wife. Darling. Foreign barbarians trying to visit this way. Radovians have come to Davern. One of their bandits is brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Beirut, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Larcelia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayern the villain will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. Why did you do that? Why did you make this promise? What got into us? How could we promise our daughter's hand to Radovian? With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. I think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though we can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we will solve this. What about the witch? Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax. See how things with the thug turn out. we going to do? If Baron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Rodovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons? Maybe you could question him and see what he knows. I'll see what I can do. How are you, baby? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, yes, but let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It will be fine. I won't let them take her away. I'm the nice king. The nice king! I'll see you later. Eric, I'm terrified. I can handle this. Fine, I will stay here. Check out our cool stork painting. We get a lot of storks here in Davern. They're very graceful birds. I love looking at that thing. Buddy. I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. In honor, truly. Enough of the games. Tell me what you know. Why are you here? Suppose it's one way of killing time in this murky den. You see, Baron the lunatic thinks everyone will follow him. Keeps raving about some promise. One of the 7 kings will give him his daughter. He thinks he's got a chance at mingling with the royals. I still can't decide. Is he the mad one, or is it his followers who believe this bunk, who are really insane? So you're just chilling. You'll stay here a while longer. Maybe it'll be useful. Sure, as long as I don't die from boredom first. Just looking around. Intrigue! Okay, so these are just done now. Gold payment. Then we get some market stalls to give us. General cost us 9 gold. And taxes will bring in 11. So we don't got a profit. We got a profit on the loan. But we're still losing from the general. But I don't think that's not going to be a continuous thing unless I keep sending out generals. Numbers. Grevno, week 3. Oh. Yes, my friend. Dear Eric, we have crossed the mountains. We will come for what was promised. For the gods have graced us with their strength. Baron, the king of Rodovia. So they do have a king after all. And when there is a king, an army follows. What promise are they babbling about anyway? We're playing dumb. I don't know. Whatever their imaginings are, they'll probably come looking for them. The problem is, our treasury has seen better times. Seeking allies might be our best bet. I will let you get on the audits, and I'll make some preparations in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. See ya. This part's boring anyway, so I'm gonna leave. Yes, peasant. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black came out and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I want to kindly ask for 7 pieces of gold. Or 5 sacks of supplies, Your Grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Here, take some supplies. Feed your children well. Hey! That will be enough to keep us going for a couple of weeks. God's favor you. Mr. Merchant. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build a brand new tavern in Branca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. I love investing. Take the gold and let the business grow. Oh, wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I will get right on with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds, so we can make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, it's going to work well. I have a business. Achievement unlocked. Business. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, but I don't think fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere. As if a dark force brought it upon us. Here's some money. No, wait, these are supplies. Here's some supplies. I hope this will be enough for you and your neighbors. Thank you. This is more than we expected anyway. You have a good heart, Your Grace. Yeah, I gotta get more of that wheat. Be gone, pigeon. Everybody's in the council chamber today. Hi, Sidani. What are you up to? Boy. Hey there. Oh, important choices in video games. Silly pickle. I'm not silly. You're right. You're a silly pickle. Your Grace. Sidani, I always tell you not to play here. This is my most cherished place in the fortress. Oh, you have the most finest items here, Father. Please, let me stay here. I won't break anything, I promise. Go and play in the gardens, please. Don't grumble. Go, go, go. I'll see you in the gardens later. We're about to discuss some secret shit. Your Grace, I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talus. He might be able to help. Click on the Allies tab, Your Grace. We can talk to the nearby lords. But first I would suggest inviting Talus. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. You need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. Talus should visit us within a week. With his army, we should be able to repel Redovia, no matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. Your Grace. You're my daughter. Stop calling me that. How you doing? It's so boring in here. Alright. Sorry. Yes, Father. Stay safe. Time to advance a week. An uneventful week, except it was full of events. We should probably spend less money. Oh, the general's gone for 2 weeks, that's right. Going forward, we shouldn't lose as much. Hopefully. Alright, King Talus. Let me talk to the general first. Your Grace, I have found the son of the peasant. He was lost in a nearby forest looking for home. He was weakened and thirsty, but should be back to full strength soon enough. Hey. Great news. We'd love to hear it. King Talus. Hardly any light we can get through these windows. These halls used to shine, Eric. Father. Look what she did. Celia's put feces under my pillow. How can I ever wash it off? Good lord. My children suck. Why did you tell her I told on her? I never told her you told me. Of course you did. Now she won't leave me alone. We'll deal with that later. Scuttle off for now. But, God damn, man. Get off my back. They're shitheads. Literally. If you can't even control your children, then I'm surprised you still sit where you do. And that I am still standing where I am. Forgive me, we have had a lot going on recently. I'm asking if you're going to make me stand like commoner here. Of course, let's talk in the castle room. Council room. Just give me a second, dude. You have a lot of books. What could be so important that you couldn't just send me a pigeon? I will be straightforward with this. I need an army. Rodovia has threatened me and my family. Rodovia? Here? Yes, they're simple men, untrained. Tell you what, I will give you 3,000 soldiers. My army can deal with anything they throw its way. Just like that? On God? Of course not. You see, my son Ivo has been crying and moaning to me about finding him a princess. He's always bothering me. It's about time he grew up. A wife would keep him busy, out of my way. Lorsulia would be good enough for him. She could teach him a thing or two. I also want access to the fine collection of books you have here, plus anything else you can find. You still see cures for your wife? Her condition hasn't improved? Well, that does not concern you. You get an army, I get Lorsulia, and access to these books. So an army for a marriage in return. Yes, of course, you catch on quickly. I'll send my armies right away. We'll do it on my terms. I can't just let you take my daughter for a few hundred men. Come on now, Eric. We both know Davern has seen better times. When Rodovia comes, who will protect your people? Your family? Are you going to order peasants to fight them with pitchforks? Immediately break my promise for extra goods. I thought that choice would be like, hey, can we like meet him first? $3,000 extra men. And they will never be at our disposal, and they'll be at our disposal whenever we need them. That's fine. I will send an army straight away, but I want immediate access to the archives. The marriage can be organized later. Let me get lost in your books, then I think I will start from this room. Or, that was improper sentence structure. Fine, you can find me in the throne room if you need me. What do we have here? You've made an ally. You can now try to make more allies by inviting other lords in the allies panel. When lords have news, a green icon will appear by their name, like this one next to Lady Ada. Nice. Well, we sure got 6,000 soldiers now. That's pretty cool. I'm out. There's a guy waiting for me. Sorry about that, Mr. Etten. Your Grace, my daughter is back. I forgot the voice I used for this man. I've paid these thugs the ransom. I was nervous as ever in my life, but surprisingly, it all went smoothly. They got what they wanted. I don't think there'll be a problem anymore. As a thank you, I actually scraped together some gold. Take this. We're in the money. Cool. My beloved and beautiful wife. Darling. Masulia is getting married. What? No, did Baron find us? We can't let him. Masulia will marry Ivo, the Prince of Etana. I made a treaty with Talus, marriage for army in return. We cannot let her marry a barbarian. Eric, you said you would find a way. Wait, Ivo? That's good. That's great. Ivo is a prince after all, and if Lorsulia is married to Ivo, then Baron can't do anything. Talus' army might simply scare them away. I'm sure it will go just like that. Oh, this is fantastic news, Eric. Wonderful. Who's going to prepare the wedding? Guests, menus, we need to decorate the throne room. We need to buy flowers and decorations. Oh, we need a band, too. I'll take care of that. We'll see how our treasurer looks at the end of the week. Does Lucilia know yet? No, I came straight to you. No! Yeah, okay. I felt like I already fucked up by talking to you first. I didn't think that's what this would be about. Hi, Mr. General. Hi, Dusty. Something I need to tell you. We have no choice. You must marry Ivo, the Prince of Atana. I'm sorry. Don't I get a say in this? We need this marriage to secure an army that will defend us. A war is coming. So I'm going to be sacrificed? Did you even consider any other options? Did you even try to offer something other than your daughter? Well, I knew it. I knew the day I'm old enough you would just sell me the highest bidder. You've been waiting for this. You can't wait to get rid of me, can you? I wish I was a common girl, living in a village, having nothing to worry about, being able to marry the one I love, not some snob I never met. Oh, the grass is greener. Oh, woe is me. Yeah, this sucks. I'm sorry. What do you think about this, Dusty? Oof. What's that smell? Is that you, Dusty? Well, it wasn't me. Achievement unlocked. Get the cat to fart on you. This is what I get for marrying off my daughter. Your cat farts right in my face. Later that night. It better be something important at this ungodly hour. Your Grace, Radovian forces have been spotted nearby. We should send our men to track them down. They've come for Lucilia. Eric, we must do something. Send a general. Let's send Stan. We need to see what they're up to. I hope he's gonna be okay. Buy flower decorations for the wedding. Buy fabric decorations for the wedding. Hire a band. You guess I have to dance to something. How long do we have to do that? Time until the wedding. 4 weeks. I see. Oh, we gotta have flowers. I'm gonna make this wedding cool even if it sucks. What have you learned? Radovians form stationary posts around our castle, Your Grace. Camps, if you like. They're planning the next move. Destroying the posts should damage their ability to form strategies, Your Grace. Although we now have a prospect of an army, we shouldn't give them any advantage. You should take a look at your map, Your Grace. Send an agent to clear out these posts as soon as possible. Wait in my mark, General. I'll instruct you where to strike. Yes, Your Grace. Send the general by selecting a Radovian post and clicking the magnifying glass icon. Exploring locations may result in gain of resources. In this case, we need to dispatch Radovian posts. You can send an agent to explore any location. Let's waste a general. What do you think of this? We'll be ready for the wedding in 4 weeks, Your Grace. The Radovian posts need to be eliminated by then. And we still need to provide for the people's needs. Striking the right balance between the two might be tough, if not impossible. With our current resources, we'll need to prioritize. You called for me? I always forget how beautiful this castle is, Your Grace. I really should visit Grevno more often. Nevertheless, Your Grace, I have a favor to ask you. Thank you. What can I do for you? There's a nefarious thief going from lord to lord, pretending like he needs help. He convinced other nearby lords to give him gold, including me. He always says he's a merchant and his goods have been stolen. I'm sure he'll visit you sooner or later. What do you look like? Was he wearing anything specific? Anything stand out? He's wearing a dirty cream apron and a dark green shirt. Oh, he's wearing a hat. Keep an eye out for him. If I find him, I'll send for you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Your Grace. Thank you for the description. Apron, green shirt, hat. Look out for that. Your Grace, my son was found safe and sound. There are no words. Here's a little something. My wife has made a cake for you. A strawberry one, I think. Thank you, Your Grace. It's pie. Yeah, alright. Mr. Merchant, the tavern you helped me establish is up and running. It's doing so well that it's not just a stop between long trips, it's more of a destination on its own now. As promised, I will now start sharing my profits with you. A whole 1 gold every week. That sounds fair, right? You gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculously low. What's up with the 3? I guess you're right, Your Grace. 3 pieces of gold it is then. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Motherfucker, get out of here. I'm permanently calling you Silly Pickle now. How can I help, Silly Pickle? I'm worried about Lucilia, Father. What'll happen to her when she leaves? She promised me she'd take care of me, but now she's leaving. Why would she lie? And what happens to Dusty? Your sister didn't know she'd have to leave, Sidani. As for Dusty, it's Lucilia's cat. She will probably want to take Dusty to keep her company. But if she didn't leave, then Dusty wouldn't have to go as well. I don't want her to leave. Can you talk to her? It's not exactly what I'm the bad guy here, Sidani. I'm sure she would prefer to stay. She would never leave you on purpose. Why does she do it then? If she'd rather stay, she should. Can you talk to her? Convince her to stay? Of course, Sidani. I can try convincing her, but I don't think that will change a thing. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Thanks for listening to the family drawing. They took our cattle, Your Grace. Monsters with steel came in the night and took everything. Sure, there's plenty of grass left now, but what good of it if there's ain't cattle to graze on it? Can you help us, Your Grace? This should be enough for you to get your village a new herd. That's even a bit more than we needed. Thank you, Your Grace. I can't wait for this generosity to bite me in the ass. This is so much reading. I'm gonna talk to my stupid daughter, it goes. So he's not up there. Maybe Azalea will know she is. Don't kill me, please. Yes, Father? Whoa. Swords? Please tell me you haven't had a skirmish with Azalea. She's far too soft for that. She wouldn't stand a chance. Let me be the judge of that. Show me what you got. Really? You'll fight with a girl? I'll kick your ass. I'm the king. I don't really know how to. Since I can't go to the market, I had to just find something else to do. I just picked them up. Show me your moves. Don't let your opponent hit you and be quick. That's the basics. Am I holding it right? Ow. Too slow. My turn. You got quite an arm in there, young lady. Just tell me, Azalea, what's going on with you two? Still holding grudges? She's locked herself up in her chamber. What a baby. You did leave feces on her bed. Don't pretend like this is the reason she won't come out. Is this what will happen to me one day too? I wanna say whoa. I don't want my little girls to leave home so soon, but the truth is, once you become of age, we'll need to find you a husband. Sooner or later. I guess I didn't think of it before. This puts everything into a different perspective. I was angry at her for being so irritating, but now I'm angry at her that she's leaving me. I feel bad for her. But who will I vex now? Donnie's too young. It's not the same. I'm sure you'll find a way to occupy your time. You horrible little gremlin. I guess we should end it here. I was just warming up. Do you think we could do this again one day? Yeah. I'll find you when I have a while. I suppose I'll never then. There'll be never now. We hardly do anything anymore. Talus would tell you otherwise, trust me. Father, I'm sorry. What I did to Lucilia wasn't fair. Don't apologize to me. I know, I feel like it's best to give her some time. I will make it right, though. Don't do anything silly, Azalea. Do I ever? Your Grace? Yeah, I'm still bored. I don't blame you. Sweetie Pumpkin. Baby doll. Darling. How are the wedding preparations going? Do you need help with anything? I'm preparing some handmade decorations. I hope Lucilia likes them. I'm sure she will. They're lovely, my darling. The wedding is so soon and there's so much to do. I think we're going to have roast duck and a Calasian salad. I don't know yet about the cake. I need to speak to Lucilia about it. I'll let you work on the preparations. If you need anything, I'll be in the throne room. Bye. I will go attend to my businesses. We're raking in the dough. We're almost breaking even on this bank payment and the taxes. and the general stuff. I'm gonna try to raise a little more stock of gold. Audrey, what do you got to say? There's still some time until the wedding. You should check out the Rodovian post when there's a chance, Your Grace. He's already on it. There he is. No sign of the Rodovians at the East Post, Your Grace. There was nothing left behind. Or is that you destroyed them? What's up, Pietro? Grace, I think I know that they are after me. Who are you talking about? Yesterday, when I went to bed, someone was in my room. They moved the candles. They left them in the windowsill. I never leave my candles in the windowsill. Your Grace. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna keep running. Yes, Aurelia. Have you seen Lucilia, darling? I think she's still locked up in her chamber. She's refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do, darling. The wedding is so close. I wanted her to help me pick the flowers, but she won't talk to me. I suppose you're right, though. I'll need to get back to the preparations. Of course, my sweetest. Yes, soldier? Your Grace, yet another village has been raided by Rodovian forces. Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have great effect on our people's contentment, Your Grace. We can't allow Rodovia to threaten our land. Ah, fuck it. Send the general. Our general can station his men there for a little while. We need to make sure we're doing our best. It's a good idea, Your Grace. Should really stop using this general so much. He's expensive. She's giving us some extra stuff, I'm assuming. Or she will be giving us extra stuff. Yeah. Alright, merchant, what do you got for me? What do you have there, merchant? I bring you a mixture that can cure illness. Works most of the time. Cures almost anything. You won't find anything better for 5 pieces of gold. No thanks. Pass on such a fine product, but how can you know for sure? You won't need it soon. Ah well, I will peddle it elsewhere. Sorry, dude, I'm a little tight on cash. You still have business? Darling? The big day is in 3 weeks. Can't believe how fast the time flies. Celia doesn't really want to get involved in the wedding preparations, so everything's on my head. She'd be less upset if she understood that this is the best option we have. Do you think we should tell her about the promise? No, Eric, how do you think she would react? She would hate us forever for promising her before she was even born. She can never find out about this. Well, this won't come to bite us. See ya. It's like, what is this? It's a net loss of 4, so we'd be 0 gold next week since the general's leaving. We need to get big money and fast. I love snake oil. Give me 5 things. Look at this bloody man. We're getting close to the wedding. We need to make sure those over impulse aren't a threat to us. Your Grace, thanks to the new inn, we've built our workers are. We've built, comma, you need a comma. Our workers are happier and work harder. We can now plow much faster. We still need to maintain the inn, but I wanted to bring you something extra for the help. Contributing 1 gold every week to the kingdom. Very generous. I'll take anything I can get. Please visit us if you ever need any more help. Mr. Banker, I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape, Grace. I want to offer my services. Please continue to. Gold payable for 6 weeks with a 10 gold fee. You know, honestly, I could use the cash, buddy. Anything else here, guys? I am controlled by the banks, just like real life. What are you hiding there, silly pickle? You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. I never said you can't have a cat, just not Lucilia's one. It's a snail. I found him in the gardens and I called him Smudge. I love you, Smudge. That's an unusual pet and an original name. He's nice, but he's not a cat. He's all slimy and sticky. Kinda gross. That's the best replacement I've found so far. Maybe if Lucilia didn't have to leave, she could help me find something better. I don't think your tricks are going to work. Lucilia has to leave. She'll marry Ivo, and with that she will have to stay with him, support him. So there's no way? No way. I think he would love it in the council chamber, Father. When can I go back there? You mean the snail? What was it, Smeary? It's Smudge! It's not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to the council chamber for a while, though. King Talus is staying there until the wedding ceremony. Besides, I did tell you not to play in there, didn't I? Yes, Father. I'm sorry, Smudge. You'll just have to run free in the gardens. Anyways, what's up? Oh, there's that man! We're gonna kill him. Your Grace, I have a small favor to ask you. Teeny tiny. Just to have any spare gold? You see, 1 piece of gold is all I ask for. That's why I can get myself some boots. Yeah, that's it. Some new boots. Of course. I know this is rather unusual, but I greatly appreciate the help. What say you? I will give you a single gold. But it better be boots. Of course, what else? Thank you, Your Grace. Yeah, village paraded by bandits. Let me guess, there's a monster on their banners. No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food supplies and cattle were stolen. We greatly appreciate your support. I don't got a general, but I guess I got some money. Here you go. I got some supplies. Yeah, there you go. I hope this will compensate your losses. That should be more than enough. Much obliged, Your Grace. Sounds like Rodovia has copycats of sorts. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know the blame will fall on the Rodovians and hope we won't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure, Your Grace. You! Your Grace, I've been robbed. I was on my way to Nahagas when a bunch of thugs threatened my life if I did not give them all my goods. Now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there a chance I can count on your support? You trying to fool me? No, Your Grace, I'm telling the truth. It was the Rodovian barbarians. You'll spend some time in our dungeons. I'm glad it was very obvious. I will alert her at once. Alright. I'm the king. You can hang with the Rodovian soldier. Hey. And the king, we're gonna. I still have nothing for you. Your Grace, I really don't understand. Why am I here? You tried to trick me. You think I don't know your dirty tricks? Lady Ada told me what you did. Oh, Lady Ada. I didn't realize you two knew each other, huh? This is horrible Simlish. Great news, honey. I took another loan, so we're gonna afford the wedding. I don't see this ending very well for our daughter. We're gonna walk in and she's gonna have, like, hung herself or something. I know how this shit goes. The wedding's all paid for, so somebody needs to get married. Final week before the big night. Oh, hey. Okay, she's alive. It's our last chance to deal with the Rodovian posts. Oh, yes. Queen wanted to see you, Your Grace. If we attack again, but the squad didn't stand a chance against us. I'd like to think that it will be a while before they decide to attack one of your villages again, Your Grace. Yeah, I gotta send you over. We only got one shot at this because I have not been good about this. Lady Ada, Grace, you called for me. I have found your thief. I put the man in the dungeons where he belongs. Your Grace, if I may, can I take him with me? Of course, do whatever you may desire with him. Don't worry, Your Grace, I'll show him where his place is. And of course, you can count on my help during your upcoming battle. I don't have much to offer, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad we became allies, Lady Ada. It's good to have you on our side. It's my pleasure. That is all. A little bump in the soldiers. Thank you for now. Pietro, more rambling. Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you were involved. What I'm saying is, why would I say this? Why would you tell someone that you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? I'm going to continue not dwelling on you, Pietro. Father. Orsilia, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. Of course, I will see you there. Oh, she's gonna jump. I'm too ready for tragedy. I just came to ask you for help. My father is very sick with fever. Help me, please. He is pale as a ghost and he shakes and sweats all the time. We have tried treating the fever with cold water and a poultice of butter, onion, and garlic. We have given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Egads, we even tried letting the bad blood with leeches. I'm afraid he might not last another night. If we had a court witch available, we can't lose diseases. That's true. You should put word out that we were looking for one. As for your father... It should be enough for you to buy medicine or to pay a healer. Emir can help him. He's expensive, but this will be enough. Thank you, Your Grace. Yeah, I'm the cool king. I just take loans and pay people off. Yes, father? Almost ready for the wedding. Looks like it's going to be quite a banquet. Yeah, for you it will, not for Lucilia. I still can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with Prince Ivo. I don't think she wants to. I know. I wish we had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it has to be. This is an important one. She has something to say, huh? Are you ready for the wedding? Yes, I have just one question I must ask, Your Grace. May Smudge come to the wedding too? Well, I guess. You need to keep him very close to you, Stoney. I always keep him close, Your Grace. Fine, he can come. Don't forget to say goodbye to Lucilia. She's leaving right after the wedding. Yes, I also need to say goodbye to Dusty. It's going to be alright, Silly Pickle. Silly Pickle. The council chamber. Yo, Talus, what do you got? How's your wife? I haven't seen Paloma in years. Did the illness persist? Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she is still sick. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. But like I told you already, it's none of your business. Talus, I'd like to know a little about your son before, you know, the marriage. What's there to say? Ivo is royal blood and I pay him for his... And I pay enough for his masters to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Can't you just leave me alone, Eric? I'm trying to focus here. We've been preparing for this for weeks. We booked a florist. I bought throne decorations. We'll have a live band. There's no need. I just want it to be over and done with. Who cares about some stupid decorations? It's the vows that are important. I hate weddings. People forget what they're really about. Oh. Well, it's going to be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. See you. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's you. You wanted to see me? I'm sorry I shouted at you, Father. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the past couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling. I know. I love you, Father. She has a nickname? I love you more than anything in this world, Luli. I know. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Luli. It's alright, Papa. I'll miss you calling me Luli. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding, so I'd better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party. I'm still ready for tragedy. Hey, Dusty. See you around, man. You can load previous weeks. Be like, man, this week was a bust. I better get out of here. Oh, look at this. Darling? How are the wedding preparations going? Everything is ready, apart from one last thing. Choosing a dress. I'll let you do the honors. Let's go. Let's get some middle ground here. This is a middle ground. Shit. They knew. Nothing special, but for 25 pieces of gold, we can't expect too much. So what do you think? The puffy one, yes? I think the gown actually looks quite nice. What? Oh, yes, it's not too bad, I suppose. I am a simple king. Lady Ada just giving me 1 supplies. I need to start paying people in supplies. I got so much of this shit. Let's have a wedding and die. The kings of Davern and Etano make an alliance treaty to join forces against Rodovia. It's gonna be a bumpin' party. Ahem. Is this Ivo? This is our boy Ivo. Around the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure. And, ah, damn it. Let's just fucking laugh at him. Just laugh in his face. No. You alright, buddy? Of course, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, Your Grace. So, like I said, company, my wife. Yes, here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. Anyway, you look very pretty, Lucilia. Oh. Still better pick than Rodovia. Whoops, did I say that? He's a good lad. I wouldn't let you marry someone inappropriate. You know that, right, Lucilia? A bit clumsy to be sure, but he will grow out of that. Mm-hmm. Your Grace! Men from Rodovia! You didn't manage to clear their posts? I hope this is nothing serious. A nearby village was raided. They've kidnapped the blacksmith's children. I'll have my general check this out as soon as I have time. Yes, Your Grace. I'm sorry. Be on my way if you'll excuse me. Talus. About the Rodovians. This seals the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. We shake on it. I wasn't sure if you would honor our bargain, Eric. Man of my word. Suppose you are. And the party went on. Everyone was busy eating fancy food, drinking the finest wine. The band was first class too. I looked for him everywhere. I've stirred up every pot, even in the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him, Sadani. The salad looks surprisingly flavorsome. What is it, a Calades recipe? The dress is not half bad. Didn't know they had such sublime taste. These snails are extremely undercooked. Phew. What snails? That's not part of the menu. No, Smudge! Smudge! Party went better than anyone expected. I think I've spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archives, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave, Eric. Talisa, Your Grace. Leaving so early? Toast, toast! Drink at least one more with us. I am also here. See? Perfect timing, Your Grace. Will I get some peace after that? To the young couple. Oh, that shit's gonna be poisoned. Yeah. Until the ill-fated toast, that is. Eric, do something. Time choices. Except for the doctor, don't just stand there. You're the king. Go, go, go. Talus was on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. He's not. Is he? Father? Your Grace! Father! How could you? Eric, how could you ever allow for this to happen? Eric, you have accommodated us in your castle, which we are grateful for. But this is beyond our beliefs. You have failed as a host and are responsible for the events of tonight. The king of Atana, Talus, is dead. Ivo, you're Talus' only son. You have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead, Ivo. Just take it off his corpse. Eric, I can't believe this. You leave me no choice. As the new king of Atana, my first order is to withhold the armies that my father promised. Fuck off! Eric, the king of Davin, you are responsible for Talus' death until otherwise can be proven upon a royal trial. Until then, Davin will not receive support from Atana. You don't get my daughter then, man. Celia, pack your things. We're taking my father home. Wait, no, you can't do that. Your Grace, the wedding is over. The vows were said, the marriage still stands. Have courage, my darling. As agents available for hire, they will be listed here. To make an agent available in the next week, you'll need to pay them. To hire an agent, click the button in their name. You'll see the cost out of the summary. Oh, it's just him being there. Okay. I suppose that makes sense. That did seem like a very high number to just kick it off with. Yes, it is a low fantasy. You don't have to keep comparing it to Game of Thrones. It's a low fantasy thing where people die. We get it. I just gotta. Well, anyways, that was a fun tutorial month. 2 months. Back to square one with 160 dudes. And that's all I can recall, Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. This is useful, thank you. Thanks, Lord Eden. Your version of events will definitely prove useful in the investigation. I'm really jazzed about my daughter being in the place. You could have examined all your guests, Grace, and we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talus' soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to help us aid in battle. Whoever did poison Talus must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talus wasn't ever anyone's favorite person, but you'd need to have a very good reason to murder the king of Atana. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Rodovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talus' Ivo's army. We need to seek help from other lords, in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we'll need to reach out to the neighboring lords, make allies, sign treaties. It sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw some extra gold and supplies to aid you. 2. I'm gonna pause real quick. And we're back. That was incredibly unimportant. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You do want something in return, I presume. Lures from Pendle, Your Grace. We stopped delivering spices to my associates in Branca. Turmeric, caraway, anise. Food's as bland as hell without all these. Persuade Lurs to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you in the battle, Your Grace. I'll see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. Now that's a start. We should invite Lurs over, see what we can do. Also marked areas of interest on the map. Might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Radovia will show up, but we do need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I have made a note of things we can do in our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets difficult from here on out, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light in the case. Open the map by clicking map. We should see what's going on with those spices. Would you like to invite Lurs over, Your Grace? Just open the allies panel, Your Grace. Lurs can be invited from there. Meanwhile, dear father, we have arrived. Etana is nothing like Davern. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly, it seems. Azalea would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sedani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole Etana. It all makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks there lies Hagos, like a nest looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug mother for me. Yours, Lucilia. Etana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to Lucilia. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course, what should I ask her about? Not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Bulla. Whoa, there's a lot of dudes. For Vidal, you need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold as supplies in addition to their army offer. Blur's my man. Gonna need more pigeons. Mr. General. No sign of the Ravens at the West Post, Your Grace. We did find a hell of a mess, though. They left gold and supplies on them. Must have been gone and away in a hurry. Sick! You've called for me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing, by the gods. Please don't punish me, I swear. I didn't know those drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. I wasn't saying you did anything. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. I promise on my family, Your Grace, I know nothing. But, the dungeon guard might know something. He was mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else though, I swear. That narrows our search then. You may go, but don't leave Devon until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. Hello, Mr. Peasant. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find a way back home. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. There's no way I can help. You could always the neighboring villages ask around. Oh, it's fine. I guess that's one less mouth to feed, although Mrs. Ugly Face. Come on, look for him. Yeah, boy. Money's tight. Luba, Wolomi, Kasano. Where's the one place? Where's that other kingdom? Is it not marked? That'd be fun. If you could see the other place. Where the dude is. I like the sound of Luba. What should we all say in a letter? I don't know how to write letters. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. Wedding went fairly well until then. Lucia was even considering dancing. She looked very beautiful in her dress. Really miss her father. I miss her too, as. Your sister has arrived safely in Atana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Luli, can you ask her about Ivo? What is he like? I just can't imagine having to live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Well, now you can play here all you want, because that dude's dead. Your Grace. How you doing? Is everything alright, Sadani? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand what was happening. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone, now Smudge is, well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? Of course she will. Let's give her some time to settle in first, and then we'll arrange to bring her here for dinner. You think she could bring Dusty? I don't think so, Sadani. He's a cat. They don't like to be locked up in a cage for hours. I'll find a new pet before she comes in. She wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Or, no. Tell her Azalea read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, silly pickle. So I can only say one thing? Yeah. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I'll come to you later when I think of something good enough. Don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come see me whenever you're ready. See you later, silly pickle. What do I say to my daughter? I don't know. Darling? I still can't believe Talus is poisoned. It could have been me. Do you think Lucilia will be alright? Ivo seemed very upset. I'm sure she will be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. They've done something so terrible. It must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling. Let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. Actually. But first. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. I'm quite jealous of her. Atana's a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours, too. I'm sorry. I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, I'll tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all these new things, and what has she been doing without her sisters? Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. But also, the dungeon. How can I help you, Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw someone? Saw someone? No, but I have found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. How did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate, after all. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I'm gonna take the long way out so you can think about what you've done. Well, we got more to talk to? Anything about the... I have a lead on the investigation. I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. A guard found it in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter. See if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we're looking for one. Well, that's all well and good. Ask her about Ivo. What's he like as a husband? How is he dealing with his father's death? And say that I wish to give them any condolences. Mention that we are working on finding the murderer. Very well, Your Grace. I'll write her a letter. We should anticipate reply within a couple of weeks. Oh, we can only choose one at a time, huh? Well, she asked first. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep costs, you will lose some soldiers. I don't know what this meter exactly is saying. Oh. Oh, I see. It just means the number is going down of soldier. Okay. Oh, man, if we get the real money. General will be available during the battle. Interesting. We need to get some real cash going, though. Mr. General, Your Grace, the nearby river has dried up. The residents have been carrying water to their homes from lake for days. I helped them with my horse, and now they have extra water safe for a few days. I made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. Hey! I don't think you can. That seems like a fucked up thing to do. Lurs should be here today. Yeah, there he is. You have called me. You have called for me, Your Grace? I have a couple things, but I've heard about spices. Heard that you stopped supplying Bronco with some resources. Spices, I believe? I suspect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with Prassus to get fortune dabs. I just did a fortune dab. Some call it Deepu Dabu. But it's most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. I've heard about Rodovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle Dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive. It's particularly popular amongst priests in the lake. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame on losing sales, though. Presses? That's far away. Never enough. Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle Dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first person to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. 200 soldiers. I can also help with 6 supplies. I heard Etten is selling dust near Cascade. The first step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. I'll see what Lord Etten has to say about this first. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. Hey, you know anything about this tooth? I have found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal. No holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. See ya, Moon. We should invite Lord Etten, Your Grace. Make sure that Lurs is staying. What Lurs is saying is true before we decline Etten's admittance. You can find Etten on the Allies panel. Sure, dude. Pietro, yes. Sorry, what I said last time, Your Grace. I can't think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If to tell anyone that I know, then they will know, and that is worse, right? How can I help if you won't tell me exactly what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man, and no, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? I think you should leave. Yeah, Sidani. Yeah, silly pickle. I hate that Lursulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. How are you, Mr. Father? When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can, Sidani. Mother and Lucilia sent a letter, and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Lucilia about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? Alright. I will ask about the cat. I want to know too. Ah, thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. Yes, Azalea. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today? Please? Of course. I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done here. I'm just a peasant. Your Grace, men with monsters of their bears came ravaging your village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send some help. That's a lot of supplies. But you can have them. I believe that it should be enough to help you get back up and running. Your Grace, that is very kind. Your good deeds will spread far, I'm sure. I'm a Muppet. Is there a reason to investigate Katsuki? Let's just, you know, the general's still gonna be around. Let's go practice some sword fighting. Yes, Father? How's your practice? You ready? Hey, that was good. I know. Ah, too slow. Have you heard about Sidani? What happened? I told her she could find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. Or she should. She's been leaving bait in the garden since then. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. In the evening, I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. I'm a hellion. She grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Poor Sidani. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sidani actually cried when she found out this thing was stuffed. Oh, Zalia. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. Only a little bit. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. Haha! She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword. I know, she keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it here. I better check on Sidani. Now that you've traumatized her. Oh, it's the evidence table. That's funny. Question suspects. Seek expert. Cool. Your Grace? Azalea told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle. So I just took Azalea's sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. Never do this again. Of course. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You are very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. My fatherly duties are over. I can now go back to ignoring my children. Oh, that's just on by default. Okay. We need to get the gold, sucker. Man. What? Let me see. This is 9. I think we are making a profit technically. Let me see. Because that's 1920. Yeah, we should be making a 1 gold profit every week. Not great. That's only because we're hiring the general. We gotta get someone to explore. Your Grace, how's our investigation going? I have found this animal tooth, but I don't know how it ended up in the castle. I prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you can inspect the items. We should invite and question the lords. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to learn something from them. Remember that they might always tell you the truth, Grace. Your Grace. And while we're inviting them, we should try to form alliances too. I forgot to write a letter yesterday, but I guess we're waiting on a return. A nobleman visiting a local village had problems with folks stealing his goods from him. He asked me to find those responsible. Search wasn't hard and I brought them back for justice. The nobleman was very grateful and he paid me with his gold. Hey! Now we're getting somewhere. I know why you need the spices. I've heard what you need the spices for. Your Grace, I can explain. Oracle dust is far from dangerous. As far as I've been told, it is medical use more than anything else. It's just an easy way to make some gold. It doesn't matter if you sell dust or not, it's going to get out to people anyway. If we're the ones selling it, then at least we're the ones profiting. You just pass it on, don't trouble yourself with the people who use it. In fact, I could really use your help on this operation. In return, I will always be at your service. I have a location to help out some problems with the locals. Send an agent his way and maybe you can help his hand. Wow, you have a lot to say on this. Also, if anything out of the ordinary happens, then make sure I'm the first to know. We need to keep an eye on other sellers. If anyone comes selling, make sure to buy a pack or two. I will be able to double your earnings. If you do right by me, I will be sure to do right by you. I'll give you my men, gold, and supplies. No. We will not be smuggling drugs. Never say never. Wait, you didn't say never. Regardless, you might still change your mind. Look, I'll throw in something extra for your efforts. Alongside 230 men, I'll throw in my hounds. They're deadly and precise. The Rodovians won't know what hit them. Oh, it did. I think I just remembered something about the night Talus died. I'd had a fair bit to drink at this stage, so everything was kind of blurry, but I did see someone in the gardens that night when I was watering the flowers. You haven't already, you might want to poke around in there. So you're welcome, Your Grace. You know anything about this tooth? It's an animal tooth in your wine cellar. I don't know, Eric. Probably someone who's interested in animals or creatures, shall I say. Bye. And his offer is very generous, Your Grace. We could certainly use his hounds and army in the battle, but as promising as trading dust sounds, it could cause problems later. If we decide to help him, we can ensure that Lurs will cancel his offer in our army. No dust in Davern. Gods know what havoc this substance will cause in the future. Better not risk it. I don't want people coming to me crying that they've lost family members to this poison. Of course, Your Grace. In that case, we should aid Lurs in stopping this nasty business. Send a General to Casca as soon as possible to shut down what trading site he was talking about. And if we ever come across someone wanting to sell dust, we should imprison them for a while, just to discourage further sales. Lurs will be happy to hear this, so after we have done what he asked for, we should invite him over. Yeah, get over to Casca. Let's do it. Yes, Adon. This new pet you're hiding there, silly pickle? Your Grace, may I introduce you to the Stabber? Oh no, the Hedgehog! Why the Stabber? Well, I wanted to name him Hanson, but that name is already taken. The other option was call him Squisher, but it didn't seem like that would scare off enemies. Underneath, he has a velvet, yummy tummy you wish he could just stroke and squish all day. But on top, it's a whole different story. On top, he is a scary, stiff stabber. Very well. Keep the stabber close to you, but don't lose him, and don't stab yourself. It's not the stabber. It's the stabber! The stabber is on a mission, and he is about to stab someone. I love you, Sidani. At least she will be occupied? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Am I gonna get stabbed, Your Grace? Your Grace, my village is paraded by bandits. These scum are fiercer than any others. There have been casualties. They have killed an entire family. We are counting on help from your general, Your Grace. I don't got a general, I'm sorry. Can't help everyone. Ready your pitchforks. Keep your eyes open. Maybe they won't show up again. You'd feel safer with the Royal Army at our side, but I understand. I'm sorry, dude. I'm literally... They're overkilling some other dudes. We're winning the war on drugs. Like, we should probably be fighting Rodovia, but we're gonna be fighting drugs instead. Turns out he's trading Oracle Dust and wants my help with it. Lord Lurs doesn't approve of this business. He thinks it's bad for people. Both the lords have promised to lend us their armies if we help them, but really, I don't know what to think about it. Well, do you really think that selling dust is bad for people? If more people start using it with no regulation, we could have problems. We don't have enough resources or doctors to deal with things going wrong. But then again, it might also be that nothing bad happens. What do you think? I mean, I hear God's servants use it, so I'm sure it's fine. After the war with Rodovia, if things start going wrong, we can always stop supporting Etna. I guess it's worth thinking about. Let me know if you need to discuss anything else. Let me investigate the gardens. Services make the place smell amazing. It's very calming. No wonder our girls like spend no time here. Aurelia used to love to sit here and knit. Now she gets more peace in our bedchamber. If I could get something sharp and thin to lift it. The sword would be too thick. It needs something smaller. Anybody got a knife? Anybody just got a regular ass knife? Anybody got like a letter opener or something? Seek expert question subject. Can I borrow a hedgehog? Do you mind if I pet him? Not at all, Your Grace. Just don't ah! Stab yourself. Who has something small? You got a knife? Do you have anything to do with houses? I'm gonna do anything from behind these bars. Gotta say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. I'm just chilling. I'm not seeing anything that can immediately solve her issue, so I'm probably not gonna get it through the environment. Unless it was in our room? I must investigate. Needles. Hey! Now we're talking. True adventure game status. I got it! A piece of paper. Appears to be some sort of letter. It has a map of the castle. It reads, "Find wine in the cellar. Mix it with 7 drops of the substance in the glass. Be seen by no one." Looks like an instruction letter to whoever poured poison in Talus's wine. It's beautifully decorated with some flowers. We don't usually decorate our letters. It would be too costly. Maybe we can trace these drawings to the person who's written this. Found some clues that might lead us to the person who lives behind Talus's death. What have you found? A letter. Found this letter in the gardens. It contains instructions about pouring poison in a wine glass and a map of our castle. The letter seems to be decorated with flowers like in the olden days. How can we trace this letter to whoever wrote it? It's a very important piece of evidence, Eric. Ask a general if he knows of anyone who decorates their letters in such a manner. If he's available, he'll probably be at the wall. Well, I'll have to do it next week. I could still invite a lord. You're right. Jovan, my man. One gold profit. Week 13. What does my pigeon have for me? King Ivo greatly mourns the loss of his father. The funeral took place as soon as we arrived in Etana. Talus is sorely missed amongst the lords and advisors. Together with King Ivo, we prayed for justice for his father. They say he's in a better place now. The journey home helped King Ivo clear his head, and he realizes that as King of Davern, you didn't have anything to do with poisoning his father. Although you and King Ivo didn't part in the friendliest manner, King Ivo wishes to apologize for his words, but says that his advisors forced him to stand by his decision. King Ivo wishes to send you support as his father promised, but his hands are tied until the royal trial is concluded. He counts on your quick investigation into the murder, which he believes will prove your innocence. King Ivo. Still can't get used to that. I suppose no one imagined Ivo taking the throne so soon. It's good that at least he knows I didn't poison Talus. You still need to convince his advisors and lords. They will need to see the murderer before they support sending their whole army to help Davern. We will find the one responsible, I'm sure. Let's ask Lucilia something else. Ask her about the cat. Tell her Sidani keeps festering. Very well, Your Grace. I'll write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Ooh. I just want to hear pigeon noise. Situation got pretty hot. It wasn't possible to avoid bloodshed. Nonetheless, we have secured Lord Etton's dust wares. Good for us. Lord Jovan, Your Grace. My condolences about Talus's death. I heard about Rodovia. I will help you with them. 120 men will be at your command. I will also give you 5 gold. But only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. I wouldn't want to upset him. Who is Sir Frederick? Battle for Brianna? You must have heard. He led the defense force, repelled an army 5 times bigger. My superior officer, I served under his banner. Although it's been many years, we keep in contact. We train together. Recent years haven't been easy for him, I must say. Sure. I'll send a pigeon. Not to worry, Your Grace. I'm sure Sir Frederick will help. It's just a formality. This letter is written on very intricately decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? Some lords use fancy paper to show off their wealth, but I don't know anyone who does that. I'm an animal too. Found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? You have an extensive library, Your Grace. Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library. I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this tooth. I'm sure Sir Frederick won't want anything crazy. Pietro, what did I fucking say? Really gone overboard this time. I know it was you. Now everything is clear. I stayed in the woods waiting for 3 weeks, but now I know. You don't know what you're talking about, sir. This is all just happening in your head. No one is trying to harm you. You need to calm down. In my head? But my door was gone. My cat was gone. She wouldn't have left by herself. She's a cat. Of course she would. That's a lie. Wait, why am I here? I better go now. I can leave, right? What do I do? What do I do? Pietro. Pietro, my friend. They stole his door. Can't have shit in Detroit. Why are you doing here? What are you doing here with this brush? Mother made me sweep all the corridors. Why? What'd you do this time? Nothing. Tell me what you did. Nothing, I swear. Your mother will tell me what you did if you won't. I better start sweeping before she finds me. Hello, cool dressed peasant. My name is Olivia, Your Grace. I come from the forest. I am the leader of the cult of trees in the western woods. I know I'm probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, Your Grace. I have asked all the neighboring villages for help, but they despise my god. In the middle of the forest we have a secret oak. Because of all the recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running all over its roots. You've tried stopping the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need this tree to pray to, Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to see them so helpless. Please help us, Your Grace. You praying to a tree? Yes, Your Grace, it's the tree of the god of thunder. A symbol of love and life filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree, Your Grace. Please, I beg of you. I gotta talk to my general about something else. Has some gold. Oh, Your Grace, thank you so much. I've got to say, I wasn't expecting you to help us. I'll make sure our people know about your good heart. Hope your tree is going to be alright. You know about, like, a witch, a court witch that I could have? That'd be cool. Okay, bye. A traveling merchant is here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares if you're interested. What do you mean? What do you got? Found dew stick. You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfaction for the most disillusioned pleasure seekers. Some say it's a quick cure when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may use it purely for recreation. It's very good, generally, if you're going to throw a bad spell, Your Grace. I have 1 pack of dust for just 7 pieces of gold, and if you're tempted to grab another sack, I might throw it in for only 5 gold. That'd be 2 whole packs for only 12 gold. Now, if that's not a deal worthy of your royal bottom, then I don't know what is. Your place is in my dungeons. I won't allow Oracle dust in Davern, Your Grace, but there's nothing wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust. What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle dust? I've never heard of it. How dare you lie to your king. My guards will take you for a review at the exit. Definitely only sugar. I think you should check in with Lurs, Your Grace. We've done some tasks for him, so he might be ready for an alliance now. You right. You're so right, as always, Audrey. Your Grace. How do you like being with the Radovian? Your Grace, I can't bear this place. Please let me out. I didn't know Your Grace was with the dust. I thought it was like any other consumable product. People get sick of this stuff. Everyone who says dust in Davern will be imprisoned. You'll stay here till Lord Lurs arrives. Dungeon Man. What do you think of all this drug stuff? You made her sweep all the corridors in the castle? This must have been serious. Oh, Eric, she's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of her servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh, gods. It didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut in his cheek. You shouldn't have let her play with swords, Eric. I know I shouldn't have, but I feel that if I'd said no, she'd still do it in secret. I know, Eric. We need to pay more attention to her, especially now that Luli isn't here. Let's talk to our guy. Have a look at this letter. I found this in the gardens. It's a unique decoration. Do you recognize it? No, Your Grace. I've never seen such elegant writing either. I can ask around and see if anyone in the village has anything. Do you want me to? Please do. Do it discreetly and don't mention it about Talis' death. I don't want anyone to find out we have a lead. Come and see me in the throne room if you find anything. Yes, Your Grace. Well, now he's just chilling, so we get to have some money back. It's not so bad. Alright. The craft will flourish, no man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Can you make any sense out of it, Audrey? I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it's to do with Oracle dust, though. We should pass this on to either Lurs or Etten. It's your call, Your Grace. Hey Lurs, check this shit out. I found this secret message. Ah, perfect. Letters on very decorated parchment. Do you know where it could come from? Decorations? Maybe it's more like a page from a book. Are you sure it's a letter? Yes, I'm sure it's a letter. I can't help in that case. I know of no lords who illustrate their letters. Done as you asked. Wonderful. We have stopped the growth of Etten's business. Oracle Dust will still be about, but we definitely have helped to reduce its spread. Unfortunately, there's a small problem in the way. With Etten not buying my spices, others have turned their backs on me as well. I can hardly make a coin now. That's why I had to start trading with the Rodovians. Are you mad? Supporting our enemy. We're going to war with them. I suppose so, but they're helping us too. I'm sure that's not an easy decision for them either. Your Grace, the bottom line is I need gold, otherwise I won't be able to sustain my armies. The only other option I see is if you bought the spices from me. I'll need monthly installments though. I need to keep my business running or else I must wrap it all up. If you don't like any of those options, then I suppose we can part ways. But you have to cut the Rodovians off from your supplies. This will hopefully lower their morale. Guess we're paying for spices now. This alliance gives us many benefits, you guys. We should expect an increase to our income at the end of the week. But also we gotta pay him. Hello, merchant. I came from the tavern. Business is going well, but lately I had some troubles. It's all getting out of hand. The tavern became a great place for everyone to gather and have a good time. But some local panders saw an opportunity to use this place to find customers. First it was fine, just some girls looking around every now and then. Now the tavern has turned into a brothel. People only visiting for the girls. Although my sales have gone through the roof, I gotta say, it attracts customers, but the panders essentially took over my tavern. And they cause all sorts of trouble, as you can imagine, Your Grace. Almost every week I have to deal with these disrespectful, violent men. I'm scared they will soon take over the tavern completely and leave me with nothing. On the other hand, if I kick them out, they'll just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all my customers and I'll have to close down. Protect your tavern before they take over. I imagine this will only get worse. You'll rebuild your business in no time, I'm sure. Good call, Your Grace, but how can I? I'm only a weak man. They have bodyguards who can take me out with one punch. Perhaps if you could send a general for a few weeks to help out? I can't. General's currently away. What do I do, Your Grace? Come back another time. We'll help you, buddy. Don't worry. Oops. Didn't mean to go up. Your Grace. One nearby lords has committed suicide. I believe it was Pietro. He jumped down from a bridge into the river. Some children found him floating past the village. They got quite scared. He left this note. Deeply sorry. Let his family know they can count on us if they need anything. He didn't have anyone, Your Grace. Yeah, I bet that's a fucking bummer. It reads, I don't know who it was that kept following me, and I cannot take living in fear anymore. I hope you're happy now that I'm gone, whoever you are. That's terrible. I wish we could have helped them. Yes, Adani. Your Grace, I come with a special request. To turn Stabber into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it. I think you're the youngest one of us who can read, Sidani. Well, I made Danica read it to me. I already love him as hard as I can. I squish and tickle his tummy all the time. But now I need to make him rich. May I please request 1 piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise. A piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich. Sure, 1 piece of gold. Don't lose it. Thank you, Father. Your efforts will not be forgotten. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. You know where I can find one? Oh, my silly pickle. I honestly don't know. That's fine, my king. I shall find one myself. Make an alliance, the ally's name will turn green. But when you upset some lords, the name will appear in red. This usually means you can't ally with them anymore. Can't ally with this guy. He's dead. Oh god, look at all these. This guy's in progress. This is probably going to be a challenge, but we should invite Lena. She's got a lot of good stuff with her. Oh no, I never watched The Witcher. Or played it. That's a series I just totally missed out on. Man, nobody's around, huh? Okay. Nobody to talk to. Nobody with any business. Probably should prepare that general. That just seems like a good thing to happen once. Oh god, this guy has a giant nose! I hear that I'm already too late to marry your daughter. We had some struggles, but we will be ready within 14 weeks. I believe we can explore other options, and I hope that you will keep your promise. Bayron, the king of Rodovia. They know they will come to get another daughter. 14 weeks? That's too soon. We need to gather an army. We need to make alliances and hope Ivo will help us. 14. Oh, fuck. You're awake. You gave us all a big fright indeed. What a strange dream. Rodovia threatened they would take our daughters. Talos is dead, and we had no army to defend ourselves against Rodovia. And if that was enough, they claimed to be only 14 weeks travel away. You may want to stay in bed. That was not a dream. Audrey showed me the letter. It does seem that Rodovia is after our daughters. The doctors say you're worrying too much. If you were younger, it wouldn't be too much of a concern, but at your age, you are more prone to the effects. You need to take care of yourself. How can I do that? We have to prepare for the battle. We have no army. Yes, that we must, but you need to keep calm. Everything will be fine. Go on now. You still have work left to do. You're right. I better get on with things. I'm so fucked, man. Hey, thanks everybody for waiting. Yo, Grace, I hope you're fine. I'm feeling a little better, yes. Anything happened while I was gone? Nope, everything's the same. About the letter. We need to focus on gathering as many allies as possible in the next weeks. Invite lords and see how we can make alliances with them. Also, while we're doing that, we should also focus on these evidence items for the royal trial. Question lords and see if any of these things lead us to the killer. I don't mean to cause you stress, but we only have 14 weeks. Of course. Speaking of the investigating, Your Grace, I haven't found anything specific about the decorations from the letter, but the word has it, kings of the north usually decorate their correspondence to show off their wealth. Maybe some of our northern lords adopted this tradition. Thank you, General. If you find anything else, please do let me know. Does it tell us where some people are? Lady Lena, a pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. And my biggest condolences about Talos, although I didn't like him at all. Anyway, Lurs has explained your situation to me. I believe I can help for something in return, of course. You see, here's something I want to give to my son. Someone, actually. I would like your daughter, Azalea, to marry him. I believe this would greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a start, I would lend you my army. 300 fully equipped and trained soldiers, all ready to stand against Rodovia. Along with the men, 4 gold and 5 supplies. So what do you say? I'll need some time to think this through. Of course, darling. Take as much time as you like. Just remember that Rodovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Bye. Yeah, I figured that would be a hard bargain. What up? What's up, drunkie? Your Grace? Have your audience, please. I want to do some fishing. Like I always do, Your Grace. But as foolish as I fell asleep. Yeah, stupid stuff on. I always have to mess everything up. Anyway, someone took my fishing rod. Now I have nothing. It's the only thing I had left after my wife died. Oh, my sweet Anna. She saw the mess I had and she put me right in my place. It's all my fault, Your Grace. I only wanted me and her and the kids to have a good time. So I took everybody out of my boat. And then the storm came. I just flipped the boat upside down. Sorry, I didn't know, Your Grace. I woke up on the shore, they were all gone. So I wait every day and I fished to pass time. And now I don't even have my rod. Please, Your Grace, spare the old man. I could ask for a piece of gold I soiled by a fishing rod and nothing else. Your Grace, I have come to tell you the water from the oak was cleared. Our people hadn't prayed or confessed in weeks. Oh, they're so happy now. I brought you something small as a gift. It's a bouquet made of the oak's fallen leaves. I shaved them from last year. It'll bring love and luck to your throne room. Well, thank you, I think. I hope it really does. I'll just leave it by the window. Cool. Can you be like my royal witch? Your Grace, I bring you a special thing of magical splendor. It is only worthy of a royal. No one else deserves this magnificent being. Your Grace, I present to you my magical cock. Don't let your eyes fool you. This ain't a regular cock, Your Grace. This cock has been enchanted. It can tell a lie from the truth, Your Grace. And when it senses a lie, it will voice its disapproval. I believe it would be a real asset to your throne room. It will help you lead better than any advisor. See, I'm no liar. The cock stayed quiet. How can I be sure this thing works? Try it yourself, Your Grace. Tell a lie or truth. I am Audrey the Fourth, and it's my real birth name. See? I wasn't lying, Your Grace. How much do you want for this thing? Only 18 gold, Your Grace. That's a very good price for a lie detector. Sorry, I actually don't have money or I would have totally bought that. I've been spending my money on a bunch of bullshit. Here's hoping that we get a true bonus to luck. Grego! Yeah, Lena is like, that's too good. Oh yeah, we need to get Sir Frederick on board. That was the thing. And we need to get... We might as well investigate. This is the last place. We didn't send the general out anywhere. People in the gardens. Azalea, don't kill people with your sword. Lady Lena visited me. Do you remember Lady Lena? She was at your sister's wedding. Yes, why are you telling me this? Well, she asked me if you would like to marry her son. But before you throw a tantrum, know that I haven't given her the decision yet. Oh, I see. I guess I won't have much say in this matter anyway. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I don't even know him. Do you think I want to marry a stranger? Is there anyone that you know that you would want to marry? No. We need to find you someone sooner or later. You know how this works. I know, I just don't think I'm ready for this. No one is ever ready for this as. I'll let you ruminate. Sell that bitch off, I don't care. Darling. Lady Lena came to me with a proposition. Azalea? She's still young. I thought we wouldn't have to think about it until after the battle. I know, I wasn't really sure what to tell her. She was offering her support in the battle if we agree. We need as much help as we can get, but I don't want to let Azalea go yet. I don't want to give another daughter away. First marriage went terribly. I don't want to repeat that. He's going to have to get married at some point. I know, this isn't entirely fair. I don't want her to get married to a stranger. I'll find her someone more appropriate after the battle, I'm sure. It's a relief. It's hard to imagine losing 2 of my daughters in 1 year. Not losing them, they're just getting married. I know. I'll invite Lady Lena and let her know what my decision is. Eventually. You'll regret this. Advance the clock. That one guy should be coming back. I mean, loan him the... I was gonna say we can loan him the general, but I don't know if that guy's gonna be back. I just sent the general away again. Oh no, general's back. I know there's some very pressing issues now, but considering last week's incident, perhaps we should think about securing an heir, Your Grace. Years are passing by and none of us are getting any younger. If you don't have a rightful heir, Ivo will be next in line. He's not a bad person, but it's likely to happen, but just become a part of Atana. Harley and I are working on an heir. At this age, it's not so easy anymore. Of course, $3 is already plenty, Your Grace. Let me worry about this once we have dealt with Rodovia. Ran into a small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. I have helped him out, and in return he gave me this gold. My man. Sir Frederick. At your service, Your Grace. I'm looking for allies. Lord Jovan mentioned you could help. Ah, yes, I've heard of your troubles, Your Grace. Rodovians lack proper training, but goods know that they have at their disposal. Gods know, whatever. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Brianna and Keldu. Under my command, the army of the 2-head bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. Benoxi? Not a single scar. Even the finest swordsman bears scars. Many have fought and died. That Noxie? Show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Someone actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Noxie is a deceiving liar, and I will ask you to help me prove it. This fellow got well under your skin. Who is he? Noxie the Dragon Slayer, he calls himself. Thinks he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around Davern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone. If only I had some kind of chicken. There's something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire, the big griffin comes down, saves a cub, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off? It doesn't matter. It's always the same story, different details. What is it that you need help with, did you say? Tell him there's a leech edge in the nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone that he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. Yeah, sure, dude. As you please, Your Grace. Like I said before. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Yeah, we're about to lose some money. Your Grace, our village was on fire last week and you helped us. Found assistance just in time. The chapel started to catch fire, but we managed to save it. Just wanted to bring you the greatest blessings to you, Your Grace. We are forever in your debt. I hope the rest of your village is restored soon. We're working on it, Your Grace. Thank you again. Yeah, this is Alia. Father, I was wondering if we could practice sword fighting again. Perhaps later in the gardens? Said we could do this again, Father. Very well, I'd better keep my promise then. Go on, you can warm up without me. I'll catch up with you in just a bit. Well, better go have some fun, I guess. Spend quality time with my daughter. Oh God! Maya. Hey, you didn't wait for me. Yes, Father? Who's this? I see you already found someone to practice with. Oh, I'm not gonna wait for you all day, am I? I haven't seen you before. Who are you? This is Maya. Remember when I sneaked out of the wedding party? The one you were not supposed to go to. Well, so anyways, that's when I met Maya. We had fun at the wedding. I thought it would be nice if she came to visit. Your Grace. See? I could never get her. I think I know why Sedani wants to stab people. Is there any chance that you talked her into it? Oh, so you've heard about the stabber. Don't look at me. Sedani came up with the name. Sedani really wanted to practice with us, but to talk her out of it, we had to come up with something else she could do. You should be happy she's not running around with a real sword, Father. Who taught you to fight like this, Maya? My father is a swordsman. He showed me a few tricks. And he lets you play with swords? Maya says you need to be ready for when the enemy strikes. And you never know when they will strike. Ha! That's what my father says. I can't quite place your accent. You're not from around here, are you? My parents are from Batavia. We're passing by and stopped in the capital for a couple of weeks. That's awfully far from here. Where are your parents now? So they have business in the market. They let me venture around. Yes, they're traveling merchants, sort of. Maya was showing me some fancy sword tricks she learned on their journeys. Interesting. A tradesman who knows how to fight. I would love to meet your parents one day. Tell them they have my invitation. Thank you, Grace. I will pass on the invitation. They will surely be happy to visit. My pleasure. Just don't come screaming if you cut your fingers off. Thank you, Father. We won't. Maybe use like blunt weapons. Y'all don't train with real swords. Y'all crazy? Spar with training swords. I guess we can invite someone. Let's have even more friends. Via, you can come over, Via. What are you about? You're getting some of that money, huh? 'Cause it stands out. All this money and we still can't buy that magic cock anymore. What a shame. Dear King of Davern, the western woods near Branca are not uninvolved in your troubles. An uncommon object can lead you to the center. Be quick. Yours sincerely. Letter has no seal. What do you think of this, Audrey? Whoever sent this letter must have gone great lengths to pay as a scribe to write it. This must be important. We'd better send a general to those woods to see what the matter is. I have marked this location on your map for you, Your Grace. Yeah, when he comes back. Your Grace. I hear y'all fight with the beast face. Preparing for the Battle of Rodovia, you heard well. Name's Violet. Oh, Violet. I get it. My elders have fought with the beast many years before me. I heard they brought some Rodovian dog here to your castle. They say you keep him in the dungeon. I want to help you with those nasty beasts. I'll give men and resources. 3 gold, 150 army. In exchange for the red dog. No dog, no army. I cannot make it any simpler. Why would you need him? Him. I'll teach him a lesson is all. I reckon we should make an example out of him. Show his dog brothers what happens to those who step a little too far. I'll keep him at bay. I don't know what you're saying, Your Grace. Your Grace? The base face can show their teeth if taught not to bark. Can forget about my support in that case. Good luck with a beast without my help, Your Grace. Know anything about animal tooth? Woo! That's one bit of a tooth. It's beautiful, all I can tell you, Your Grace. Sorry I'm not much help. The letter was on very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? Well, let me think. It's not from my lance, Your Grace. Any sign? That's strange. Strange and rude. Anyways, this dude wasn't part of the army. I don't wanna just send him to you. Hey, Your Grace. You know, I think she's supposed to be more like a pirate accent. Hey, Your Grace. I've heard that Lena has made you a proposition. I must say, it's good that you haven't agreed to it, Your Grace. But do not make the mistake. Do not accept her offer. This marriage cannot happen. It seems to me that you don't know the curse that plagues Lena's family. Curse? What curse? They say that if her son does not participate in the act of marriage before his 20th spring, he will fall asleep and never wake up. Is there a way to lift this spell? There is. That's why Lena is so desperately looking for someone to marry her son to lift the bane. Problem is, you can't completely get rid of it. If her son gets married, it's said that the spell will move on to the bride and she will die the following night. Are you willing to risk this? Thanks for the warning. You're most welcome. I would strongly reconsider Azalea's marriage arrangement, though. I will consider your advice to be sure. Wasn't gonna do it anyways. Grace, I wanted to see about my missing potatoes. Someone must have stolen them, and I think I know who it was. But they only say only one request per visit, and it seems like I have a much bigger problem now. I come from afar, and by the time I arrived, I was very tired. I wanted to get some rest, and I sat on one of the fine chairs in the hall. I know I shouldn't have, but the gods have punished me already. I set down some living pincushion, it would seem. It squeaked, and I jumped up right away. When I stood up, my bottom was covered in spikes. And not only that, but I feel very ill, weak even. I fear the chair creature has poisoned me. What can I do? The stabber. The stabber? Oh no, that sounds very serious. I'm not sure what we can do here. I think I might have something that will help. Name's Alina, Your Grace. I know about brewing potions. I can help with magical anomalies, diseases. I dabble in wound healing also. A witch. Aye, some call me that, although I prefer to see myself as just a well-read woman. At your service. We definitely use someone like this to help out our people, Your Grace. They'd be a great addition to our roster of agents. Very well then. Can you help this man? Yes, I think I can help this poor soul. Come, I will make you an ointment to help with the swelling. Perfect. Another agent joins our ranks. It's my honor, Your Grace. I will also be able to help during battle, if you need me. Thank you, Alina. Sedani won't be happy about the stabber. I'd better let her know. I'll see if you have any useful books in the council chamber, Your Grace. Aha! We have a witch! You'll be able to see the expenses for the witch in your weekly summary, Your Grace. They still need to get paid. We can just pay her whenever we need her. That's great. Your Grace, Pendle, our village has been raided. There were men dressed in red and black with a beast's head pierced by a spear in their banners. That's a Rodovian army for certain, Your Grace. This means they're getting closer to us, or perhaps they're just teasing us? Teasing? People being killed, maimed, and enslaved is just teasing? Your Grace, it didn't look like an entire battalion. It must have just been a small squad. Send us your men, we can fight back. You're clearly emotional, but we have to look at the bigger picture here. If we fight them off, they will certainly get angry and fight back with more force. We don't want to start the battle early. Tolerating their attacks may encourage them to carry out more. Your Grace, you have to do something about this. We can't just let them trample our lands. Here, have some supplies. If we send supplies your ways, at least the survive can move out of the village. Come closer to the castle. These are difficult times. You need to stay out of sight. Don't go outside after dark, and have someone patrolling the area at all times. Is that all, Your Grace? We're just told to let them do whatever they want and run away from them? That's nonsense. It's for the best, believe me. Fine, Your Grace. We will relocate to close to the castle as possible. Yeah, sorry, Doug. We're about to go to war. What's up, Merc? Your Grace, we hear of an upcoming battle. It's a perfect time for us to gain some coin, an opportunity for you to get some help. We're mercenaries, 22 skilled men at your disposal for only 16 gold. What do you say? Yeah, sure. Here's the gold. Make sure your men are ready for your battle. Thank you, Your Grace. You won't be disappointed. Someone sat on your hedgehog. Oh, hey. Your Grace. I bring news about your hedgehog. Oh, he died? The thing died? I thought it just scurried away. Your hedgehog passed away. The stabber! Oh no, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have sent him on the mission. I knew he wasn't ready. Tell me, did he at least complete his mission, at least? His final request? What mission? So Donnie, did you send a hedgehog on a mission? Yes, an undercover mission. He was meant to scout the area, retrieve information, and return to me. This way, if he helped me, I would owe him a promise. Look in the story, Father. Can't send your hedgehog on missions. They can hardly follow any instructions. That's why they're good. No one suspects a hedgehog. How else is he supposed to help me? Please don't send any more hedgehogs on missions. The last one stabbed a peasant and I had to deal with it. I was so close to turning him into a prince. Now Lorsulia will never come back. Well, I suppose you're right. Forgive me, Your Grace. Nothing is as elegant, as fearless as a cat, as dusty. Next time I'll find a fiercer agent. I'll train him and you'll be at my command. The stabber's efforts will not be in vain. Oh, Sidani, my silly pickle. Funniest shit I ever seen. Yeah, I'm good. Violet. All these people who offer good money are like... Oh, Noxie's right here. Yeah. Oh, I clicked a little too fast on that one. I could have sent her to do something. Now I'm paying for nothing. Dagnabbit. She's expensive. Your Grace, I've helped the tavern owner get rid of the panders. I don't know what was cooking up there, but it was a right mess when we arrived. Glad you managed to put an end to it. Your Grace, it is I, Noxie the Dragon Slayer, bowing low before you. Also known as Gruffles the Great, Wanos the Wise, Peter the Powerful. The royal wedding was fantastic. Well, until, you know. The food was first class. But amongst all the pleasures, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. You're the famous Dragon Slayer. Oh yes, I'm quite accustomed to my fame preceding my arrivals. It is my pleasure to meet you. Would you like to hear about the fierce battle with the foul worm, Your Grace? I'm all ears. The beast was fast. Its sharp claws could tear human skin with absurd ease. I stole into its home forest with great care and planned a path to its defeat. The dragon's nest was at the very top of a mighty oak tree overlooking a rushing river. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings, mucky little dragon puppies. I chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. The great oak creaked, groaned, and fell straight into the furious river underneath, taking the dragon's young with it. The squeak of the little dragons carried far, and so the big beast herself appeared. Desperately trying to save her babies from the brutal current, she kept crashing into one boulder after the other. At last, she dragged her battered body onto the shore, but the weakened creature was no match for my mighty arm, and the beast was no more. After all, wit and brains come before strength and fists. Remember that, kids. I mean, Your Grace. Impressive, isn't it? After that, the other adventures, of course, I traveled to Davern, seeking further challenges. So I've come straight to the king. Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here, straining your beautiful land? Peasants mentioned the occasional basilisk or some other monster. All of these nightmares are nothing to our real problem, Redovia. Redovia? Well, I never heard of such a creature. So what is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones with its heavy hooves? Breathe fire? An army from behind the tall mountains. They aim to claim Davern as their own. An army? I see. Well, that is a hell of a challenge. I can help, though. They call me Grofus the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I've met a lot of people, even who owe me their lives. I will give you all I can, soldiers, supplies. I will stand at your side in the battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. In return, I ask for... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I'm a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Noxie, aiding the King of Davern in a real battle. He'll write fine songs about this. You know anything about this? It looks like an animal tooth. Would you know anything about it? That's an impressive tooth. It must have been one hell of a beast. You know where such a tooth could come from? Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, Your Grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one for my collection. I don't think so, anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off you? Absolutely not, Noxie. I needed this tooth to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe after the royal trial. You know anything about the letter also? This letter's on a very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? I wouldn't know. I always receive many letters, Your Grace. Or I don't receive them. I'm always traveling, so letters never reach me. We have a problem with the monster. Aha, so you do have your own monster, Your Grace. The Chaj is the name. It's a small creature. Imagine a pig, but hairy, with long claws and horns. They can be dangerous, but for me it will be a piece of cake. Expect my return shortly. That'll be all. Your Grace, the General helped to throw the panders on my tower, and I must say he was very handy. The men and ladies have moved to another inn down the village. Must have lost most of my customers, so it's going to be a while before I start making any profits again. It's fine. I wish you good luck in rebuilding your business. Please don't allow this to happen again. No, of course, Your Grace. Your Grace. We don't know how this happened. The creature, the witch from the forest. She escaped, Your Grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiot. Some fool is brave enough to seek the eternal wisdom. We all knew the eternal wisdom was just a hoax, but we knew she was nothing but an old hag. But some young boy, he fell for the tale. And now, Babushka is out of the woods. Babushka? Your Grace, you don't know Babushka? She's, well, a witch, an old hag older than anyone knows. She's been around forever. She's short and crooked. Her bony legs barely support layers of her old wrinkly skin. She has a long, hooked nose. Her nostril hairs are so long they hang down to her breasts. She wears a snakeskin coat and a scarf around her head, with tiny bones attached carefully to each strand. She walks, the bones clatter against one another, clickety-clock, clickety-clock. She lives in the woods. Also, no one has seen her for many years. The legend has it that she used to lure children in the forest to eat them. But some legends also say she gives eternal wisdom to whom is brave enough to look in her eyes. What can I do about this? I'm not sure, Your Grace. In the village, she transcribed these words on our doors. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. She also leaves old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's going to come for our children. Every night someone hears the clicking. She might be preparing a spell of some kind. Sure, yeah. Maybe you can find. Gonna kill my general. Your Grace, more and more people gather to pray. We can't fit everyone in a barn no more. Wanted to build a new shrine, but we need some help inviting holy spirits to the place. We will be in the favor of the gods. The fields will be more fertile. Monsters will be kept at bay, and the evil spirits will avoid our village. If you can aid us with the court witch and some gold to pay for the materials, people will be forever grateful. Just send the witch. Hey! I do love that noise. You're still here? Sometimes lords are busy and you won't be able to invite them to your throne room. This will be shown with the red arrow next to the lord's profile. He's busy killing Noxie. Masha, what do you got for me? Let's get our gold back, which will be available during battle if we spend 20 wheat. Sounds good to me. Orlando. Jonas, that buffoon with the stupid red gloves. Lend me some gold and I'll pay you back in a week, he said. I'll break his legs if I see him. Your Grace, I lent this fellow 28 gold. He said he would pay me back with interest. I know the type. Now I hear he's off to Calder, the other end of the world, probably enjoying hot sunshine in Caladi's brothers. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here in this rat hole with no wages to pay my men. I've got until this evening to pay them, otherwise they'll leave. Where the hell will I find a new crew then? I need this money for only 2 weeks. I should be able to make it up to you after that. So you want gold. Fine. Take a chunk of fucking gold. To pay it back with interest. I suppose you won't be finding this Jonas anytime soon if we went to Calder. Of course, thank you, Your Grace. See you in 2 weeks. What I wouldn't do to find that jackanapes. I hope nobody wants to sell me a magic cock. Your Grace, I'm a sorcerer from the market. Your petitioners often visit me if you refuse to help them. I eat as many people as I can for very little in return. It's often not enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment, and the queue in my place isn't any shorter than yours. Would you please be able to help out with some extra gold? No, I don't got nothing. Sorry, buddy. No wonder there are so many sick people in Darren if the king does not prioritize healthcare. Your queue isn't even half as big as mine. Humph! Sorry, bro. Out of money. Torlando. Ahem. To you I come, a truly humble kind. Is he singing? Your Grace, this is Torlando, a rider known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. Torlando the Wonderful. Writer and poet recognized in all kingdoms experiencing the artistic renaissance, the popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yele's, Calidar, Baravia, and Rodovia, of which I will remain silent for the known reasons. What can I do for you? Your Grace, if I may, I am working on my latest release, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and passionate lust. May I honor you with my latest work? Yeah, go for it. I am open to art of all kinds. The poem is, for now, entitled Kupalnaka. Ahem. The moon shines so bright, high up in the sky. Kupala night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle, there are no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be solved. The night is short at this time of year, so let's make the best of it while we can. Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night. That's fantastic, bravo. Thank you, Your Grace. Although I'm not surprised that you find this so delightful. The problem is I cannot continue. I've hit a wall, and I cannot write at all. I am desperate for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. Therefore, I beg of you, please allow your general to join me to get out of this squeeze. Come back another time. He's so musical. Your Grace, part of our village is flooded. Luckily, no one got hurt, but our homes are devastated. Could use some gold to buy resources to build our houses. Yeah, time to lose all the happiness. I gave Masha the gold, but Grego. -2 gold. Oh no. The country is in debt. Your kingdom ran out of gold! Kingdom's treasury reached its end, leaving nothing but dust behind. Thieves and bandits plunder your castle for every piece of gold and cutlery they can find. Even bricks in the walls go missing. Fucking game over! Oh, okay, it saves certain weeks amounts of work. Okay, well, that's as good a place to cut this as any. That sure was a run. I immediately ran out of money. I guess I could have stopped paying a guy for a week. Let me see here. But yeah, let's I'll send people over to Zara's. Oh well, God, I'm still recording though. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Goodbye to all the people. I hope you enjoyed the royalty.